Yo guys, welcome back. Sorry if any issues, guys. Yeah, honestly guys, here's a word of advice. Honest word of advice. I've had a Go XLR now for over 3 years. I tell you now, right, don't ever buy one. Apparently I've had no sound for the first 20 minutes part of this stream, which is why it's now going to look like I've done a field and I've not recorded it. I did. Turns out I had no sound. Yeah, honest to God, right, don't ever buy a Go XLR. They are more problems than they are worth, put it that way. I'd never buy another one. I'd literally never buy another one. Not a chance. Yeah, I would never, ever buy another fucking Go XLR. Because I have never got nothing but problems with it. So, yeah, I'm not putting the first part of this over onto YouTube. So, what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to finish this field. All we were doing was talking about the field in general. Yeah, so, yeah, we'll get this done. Yeah, never buy a Go XLR. If you buy a Go XLR and then you have problems after I say not to buy one, then, you know, you kind of deserve the problems it's going to come with. I think I'm definitely going to go into looking at replacing it. It's had its uses over the years, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it hasn't. But I'm absolutely sick to death of it constantly giving me no sound. This morning, the Go XLR, I should have checked. Because the entire time I was playing, apparently with no sound on stream, I had sound in my headphones. It uses the same connection to the stream as it does my headset. Yeah, never buy a Go XLR. Never buy one. Never buy one. Give me 1 minute, dude. Let me just get this funny corner bit done and then I can... oh, look, I missed a bit. I missed a bit. I wanted to ask, I've done a ton of survival challenges on 19. A couple on 20 I've got. I'm starting another one now. Put some trees down, build some grass. What would be your next? Right, what I did was I started this game. Tell you how I just can't... To be honest with you, dude, if you kind of want to have a... I can talk to you about it. But to give you some ideas, this entire series is over on YouTube from the beginning. But we started with the little 25 brake horsepower Zeta tractor and the little flatbed car trailer. It was very slow to start with. It was painful, and yeah, we cut tree. You know, we had a chainsaw, obviously, and one little bit of land. You need the land to cut the trees. Once we did that, we bought ourselves, like you say, the front mower and the baler. We then bought ourselves a wrapper. We used the bale money and the tree money to buy a wrapper, because the wrapper would then make silage. The silage to sell in January is worth a lot of money. That's where you can then go into buying things like plows, seeders, you know what I mean? Sugar beet is one of the first crops I actually ever did. Sugar beet, because there is a very small £8,000 harvesting tool. It's like an old school equipment, and that's what we use for sugar beet. Sugar beet yields pretty well. Like I said, we've got a lot now, considering, you know, we started this series with just this bit of land. I brought in a greenhouse kind of straight away, because it earns you a bit of money on the side. Where's my sugar beet harvester? There's my sugar beet harvester. I just bring it out so you can kind of see. Yeah, it puts it on the floor, you know, so you've got to like use a front loader and pick it up. But I'm actually on the same map now. I started the land field already. Yeah, well, I didn't start with that one just because I didn't want to start with the buildings and stuff. I wanted to start, you know, I started up in that top corner, and then I actually didn't buy the farmland next. I bought the one underneath that we've just made into oak. We bought that one, and then we bought this farm one. We've made that field bigger. That field one's now bigger. And then yeah, we basically just made as much field as possible at the moment. That's my grass field for my silage. I'm a bit short on work to do in October actually, so I might actually get that grass cut and baled and silaged up while it's October. Doesn't matter if it's sat in a field for an extra month, does it? Still be ready to sell. Right, give me 1 minute, guys. Some things I have done as well is I do give myself some free, like this for example. I give myself a bit of free tool work there. But I only get it free if it's removing grass, you know what I mean? I always remove money when I'm playing with concrete. I have like set prices, you know what I mean? Like I put this dirt road in next to us here. That was free because it's basically just skimming the grass off really. And if you make a dirt track, you're just skimming the road off. You're just skimming the grass off to make the dirt track, do you know what I mean? So for me, dirt tracks free. I do that on pretty much all my series now because a dirt track is basically just where you've worn away the grass anyway. So I do have things that I'm like, no, we'll do this, you know what I mean? I'm not going to pay for a dirt track. I will pay to put concrete down, I'll pay to put gravel down, I'll pay for the rock services, we pay for landscaping, we have a set price for landscaping, we just, you know, oh well, we did a lot, we charge £1,000. Because the thing is, if you're doing landscaping anyway, even as a farmer, you're going to do that work yourself with your equipment, you know what I mean? Jeremy Clarkson on his farm, prime example, he made a pond for fish. He didn't bring anybody else in to do it, he did it himself. So why should I pay? If I wanted a little pond, why should I pay for a pond, basically? That's kind of how I've done it. The thing is, dude, you've got to think to yourself, where, you know, what tractors have you got to start with? You know what I mean? What kind of growth are you planning? I bought a harvester for £12,000. It's a little 1960s style harvester. That basically got us going with our grains. But we did do a lot of sugar beet to begin with. A lot of sugar beet. We still do the sugar beet just as much, but obviously we used to skip a lot of months and just do sugar beet. Then we did a couple of rounds of sugar beet. That bought the grain harvester. And then we kind of just grown from there. We started with like a 1 meter plow, and then, you know, was it 3 meter? We had a 3 meter seeder, an Izari seeder. We had a 3 meter planter for the sugar beet. And we basically just got stuff one by one and grew. That's why the series is still survival challenge, but it doesn't really look like we're surviving much. But we are still having issues with money. You know what I mean? We are still having those issues. Yeah, we have got a lot of grain we can sell, but that's for if I go bankrupt. If I go bankrupt, I've got to sell something. can't lease. I can't hire workers. I can have people join me though. People can join me and often help me out. Subscriber Flo, he quite often joins me. And then yeah, he comes round and he does little jobs for me. I can't hire workers, but like I say, if I can bring the community in a little bit, yeah, I'll do that all day long. One, I'm not technically hiring anyone. You're all volunteers. So I don't have to pay you, so I'm not breaking a rule. That's how I look at it. Yeah, I never really did like survival, proper full-on survival series that I streamed anyway on 19. The only map I ever streamed on 19 was Attingham Park. It is ultimately my favourite map. But like I say, any UK style map is what I prefer. I know this isn't a UK style map, but let's be honest with one thing. If you get rid of the traffic, you wouldn't really know. Do you know what I mean? There's no foreign signs around really. It's just the traffic and the road markings. But yeah, what tractor did you start with, man, or did you start with like a little quad bike or something? I'm just curious how you started. I know of a couple of people who've done survival series on this map. Now, I didn't do this to copy anybody else. I'm probably sure I've copied people in different things, in certain bits. But when you're limited to what cheap equipment you can buy, everyone is kind of using similar stuff. I do only try to use ModHub mods though. I do try. I have got a couple of mods that are not, but like I say, it's not really... like I say, it's not really like... Well, they are through choice, but they never have come on ModHub. If they came on ModHub, I'd just download them from ModHub and then be like, yeah. They might be coming to ModHub, who knows? You know what ModHub's like at the moment. It's very slow at pushing out mods. 2 days in the last week, they didn't even publish any new mods on days, and I was like, what? You got this massive backlog of mods, and 2 days out of 5 you didn't even publish any. And to be fair, the mods that published yesterday were quite weak. Now, I'm not saying that they're quite weak as in, you know, poor modders are out. I think the modders in this community are amazing, but they just weren't. There was now I could use, now I wanted to use, now I don't think I'd ever use, to be honest. Sorry if you're hearing my steering wheel. It's very clunky when I go into full lock. Now we'll get that grass cut in November. And before anybody says you can't be cutting grass in November, I cut my garden in November, so it's good enough for me. I try and cut my garden as late as humanly possible. My grass grows absolutely wild in winter, so I try and cut it as late as possible, and then in summer and, well, in spring I try and cut it as early as possible. If I leave my garden for a month, I can pretty much guarantee you that my gardening in my grass in my back garden would be about knee height after about a month. It grows unbelievably quick. Hence why I cut the garden in November. Did you sleep a lot of the start? To be honest with you, mate, I kind of used the quick growth mod to keep me going. It was a choice between quick growth mod or sleeping a lot, which basically equated to the exact same thing. So, but you will have to sleep a lot, mate, yeah. If you've got nothing to do, you'll have to sleep a lot. An awful lot. Yeah and no. It's not as much as it's a mod. My steering wheel's just lost all spring. As much as it's a mod, you have to actually change the growth code, you know, within the setting. It's really easy to do, like really easy to do. Make a backup of the original. Like zip the original up and call it original growth. That's what I did. And then unzip the growth mod to override the default one, and you should be pretty much good to go after a reboot. But to be fair, we bought this big barn. We sold one of them barns because there's one of them barns there. We sold that one to finance it, to be honest. Just because, well, one, it's bigger. Two, it's an English style barn. And three, what the hell am I... Look, this doesn't even hold my mowers. I don't like these ones. I do want another one of them. I'm most likely going to put it there. And I'm most likely going to sell this one. Right, October is done. What is in the start? I do like that. I don't really need it though, that's the problem. What can we do next month? We do need to fertilise, we can do that next month. Yeah, they all need rolling. I'm not interested in rolling. I think the equipment's too... Right, let's go to 7 AM. Yeah, basically with the quicker... Oh, why have I never got money for equipment? Come on, let's be honest. If I had money now, you know I'd be buying this, guys. You know I would. How cool is that? I almost want to sell my truck to buy it. Truck would bring us... We paid 40 grand for that. Already down to 17. I haven't even used it yet. I can't afford the thing to go on the back. Where are we? What have we got at the moment? 21,000, 17,000. I call that 22,000. 17,000, 12,000, 48,000. I need to get a cutter for that sugar beet. That would be the best thing to do. Right, we have 2 more ready to harvest, but we do have to get a little bit of fertilizing done. Right, as a farmer, I'm going back to bed for an hour. There we go. I looked at the weather and I was like, nah, I'm off back to bed. I'm off back to bed for an hour, and I did. My farmer went back to bed for 1 hour. Yeah, all our equipment is... oh, we've got so much work to do today before we can harvest. Why does Flo have to be at work on harvest day? Just saying, Flo. I've got to weed 2 fields, possibly spray a 3rd. I need to fertilise 2 fields. I need to harvest 2 fields. I need to get the grass cut. I need to get it windrowed. I need to get it bloody failed. Oh, November is going to be left on 1 times, guys, because we have got a very busy day today. I will try and get as much of this done as I humanly can in one stream. This may end up going into tomorrow's. Like I say, I only stream for 2 to 3 hours. People say if you want to grow on Twitch you need to stream longer. No offense, but after 3 hours of no one watching really, I'm bored. Simple as. I have ummed and ahed about going back to Facebook for this exact problem. I think it's about time Twitch let affiliates restream, because no offense, but it's not like we're massive on Twitch. Bigger on Facebook than I was here ever. Right, done. One fertilizing down. This is gonna take forever to do, guys. This is gonna take absolutely forever. Come on, I literally had the cruise control down. Come on. I feel like that's a good screenshot for today's thumbnail, to be honest. I'm thinking more just the weather. Right, while that's just driving in a straight line, I'm literally just trying to straight line, kind of. There we go. Perfect. I've got to admit though, guys, Mod Hub mod. It's called Summit Parking Summit. Fantastic mod. Basically, if you look underneath my fuel gauge, you will see like a little arrows, like going either direction. And basically, if I press Control and T, I can put a vehicle into park mode. Now, what that does is, that doesn't mean you can't drive your tractor. It just means you can't tab to it. So, for example, you know, I've got a forklift at the shop. I can't tab to that anymore. I have to physically drive to it or use the menu. I absolutely love that as a mod. I think it's absolutely brilliant, the fact that I can't just tab to it anymore. It is just, yeah, one of the best things ever. Not being able to tab to vehicles I don't want. Like my harvester, I can't tab to my harvester anymore. I put that in park mode as well. Why the hell not? I very rarely use the harvester compared to the tractors. Why do I want to be wasting time chopping and changing, you know, going into them and stuff? Alright, so we've got that done. Yep. We'll have to do that again tomorrow, but we will have to buy some more fertilizer. December's a good month for that though, because we can sell the oat. Did I just screw up, by the way? Did I think I was supposed to sell eggs in October. I think I was supposed to sell eggs in October. If I did, I forgot. Let's have a look what we have to sell. Oh, eggs is November. Right, so we do have to sell eggs. So I'm going to try and break up what little jobs we have to do today. Another fantastic shop bargain is this thing. There's a couple of trees to sell if money gets really, really bad. I want to try and bring in a solar panel though now. Actually, as daft as it sounds, I want to bring in one of them little solar panels, like £7,500 power. I want to bring one of them in for every building we have. Yo, Majestic, how you doing, pal? Welcome to the stream. It's not a case of bringing it in because, oh, we're going to get free money from a solar panel. Have you seen how little you get from the in-game solar panels? They are shockingly bad on income. I want to do it because I want to make it look like our farm, like, runs on green energy, basically. Yeah. Today is a day for eggs. Today's price may get better. I don't really know, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to load them in there. And we are going to eggs. 4495. 4453. So the price is technically, I suppose the price is still on its way up. We want to beat last year's price. Let's just put that there. So we've done that. Now we need to go back to the field work. We need to figure out how big these weeds are up here. We need them to be done with a sprayer. We can't afford a hoe. They still need doing with a hoe. So ignore that need liming. What it was is this field here was two separate fields. You kind of cut across here, and then I made it into one big one, and we're waiting for that one to be liming, so we can actually fix it. Weeder is 170 brake horsepower, so we need to use the red tractor. It's the biggest horsepower tractor we've got at the moment, so we have to use this for quite a lot of jobs. We do use the blue one though for quite a few jobs. It's just, this is unfortunately one of them jobs where it's got to be this thing. Yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. If you're new to the channel, I do appreciate you stopping by. Basically, we do it a different way, guys, as well. Anybody wants to join, like, the gameplays and stuff, we do that over here. You just... Subscribers always get first dibs. Now, I'm not saying you need to subscribe if you want to join. I'm not saying that one bit. We don't ask for subscriptions. But you've got to think, if I've got room for 3 people and 2 subscribers want to play, obviously they always get first dibs, you know what I mean? They always do. Yo, William, how you doing, pal? Welcome back to the stream, man. It's just one way we've always done it, you know, but we do require people to be at least active in the community. You don't just want, like, people who show up to one stream and then, like, I want to play, do you know what I mean? It's not a case of that. It's just a case of we've done stuff like that in the past, you know what I mean? And we've been burned by it, so we do like people to be active community members. The thing is, if someone was to subscribe, I would probably let you join straight away. But the problem, you know, and the reason for that is the fact that if you were to subscribe and then be a complete knob, it's you who gets banned and don't get to come back, you know what I mean? No, dude, I am playing on easy economy, mate, and I am still struggling on easy economy, dude. I am struggling like hell on easy. I would not want to play this on hard. Not this kind of series. I'd maybe stretch next time we do a survival series to medium, but it is so difficult to grow on this game the way I'm playing it. 90% of things we bought are second hand. Right, give me 1 second. I want to have a look in the store. There is still nothing new in the store. Oh, I'd love that mower though. No chance, mate, for being a one-timer. Nah, William, you do show up every day, mate. I do appreciate you coming and hanging out. It's very hard to see these weeds. I maybe should have done this in a bit better. I can kind of. I know I've got a massive overlap. I don't care. This is a case of me not wanting to miss any weeds. The harvesting of the sugar, the corn, that's most likely going to take a little while, guys. Our header on our harvester is not very big. That will most likely be one of the last jobs we do today. We'll harvest the canola field straight away. We've got grass to do, we've got baling to do. Oh yeah, we've got so much we need to get done. Oh crap, I can't make silage yet, can I? Bugger. We can't make silage. We do not have a wrapper. I sold the round baler and the round baler wrapper. Crap, I forgot about that. We need to spend money on a wrapper today. To give you an idea, the wrapper is going to be approximately £55,000. Yeah, we're only 50 grand short at the moment. Crap. I completely forgot about that. Well, this is going to be an interesting remainder of this episode. I can't do silage without the wrapper. Oh no. I have to do this with a hoe and all. I only slept one day. Why is it all of a sudden come from weeds to needing hoe every time? I might as well stop doing this then, because I'm going to end up having to spray it all. If I end up having to spray it all, then I'm kind of wasting my time with the weeder. I used to get away with just weeding. Why is everything needing a hoe at the moment? I can't afford one of them neither. I'm fuming. I don't think there's any point in me weeding the other field. I might as well just wait till it's ready to spray and go spray it. I do want to get a bigger sprayer though. Our 9-meter sprayer has kind of outlived its usefulness. It's 9 meters. It's very small. When we bought it, it served a purpose. Our field was about 12 meters wide. These ones are huge in comparison. I tell you what though, best uncle ever, me guys. Just gave my nephew my old 3060 Ti. How cool am I? I have to rock in with the best uncle presents with him. Always do. He's got like a 2060 graphics card now, and it's like, yeah, Gave him a 3060. I could have given him a 3070. Basically at the moment my mining rig. It's not my mine. I'm not pulling my mining rig apart. It's just until I get solar panels on my house. Mining's just had to take a temporary pause. So my electric's got up again, so it makes it mining not. It basically makes mining. It was worth about 90 pence a day, and it's a lot of heat to get rid of from 90 pence a day. I ain't gonna deal with that. Right, the other field's gonna need a hoe as well. I'm not gonna be dealing with the hoe. I don't have one. I can't afford one, so we won't bother wasting our time weeding the other field. We'll just wait till it wants spraying, and then we'll go and buy a sprayer. I think I need to wait for weeds to grow before I cultivate, you know. Yeah, that's... Let's have a rundown. I like to have a little rundown sometimes. It kind of... This is all nice and ready. 95% yield bonus. That's fantastic. Our canola's ready. Edge of the field's around here somewhere. There it is. Yeah, it took a while to harvest this field before, and that was before I extended it. Now we've added like an extra 25% onto it. Yep, canola looks like it's ready there. 95% on top of the 100. Nice. This is going to say hoe. Yeah, and it says hoe medium weeds. I'll buy a hoe, don't get me... Whoa! I'll buy a hoe, don't get me wrong. It's just we're not in a position right now to be able to buy one. Oh, that's definitely climbing. So what do we have left to do today? We have to cut the grass. Let's harvest one of the fields. Let's get one of the fields harvested. I'm trying to break up the jobs we do. Now you see, if you look underneath my fuel gauge, guys, can you see the little like red stop thing? That basically means I cannot teleport. I cannot like tab into this vehicle. It's a fantastic way of doing it. I love it. I think it's a brilliant way of doing it. Definitely a worthwhile mod if you play on PC. Coming through. This field will not take me long at all. Let's go. I don't even think it'll fill the header, to be honest, the harvester. It might do though. I might be wrong. There we go. Yes, my machinery is very, very, very dirty. £4,000. £4,000 for a jet wash. £4,000. My jet wash cost me £80. I'm not paying £4,000. Alright, that's more of an industrial one, where mine's more of a hobbyist one, but let's be honest. Does a farmer really use a jet wash that often to the point where he'd pay £4,000 for one? I know there is a mod on ModHub for one for about £1,800. I still think that's quite expensive, to be honest. Plus, I don't want to bring in everything super cheap for this series. You know what I mean? I don't want to do it like that. I do want to have it where we have to buy things. Hence why my chicken coop is a default one. I do have a mod that gives me a chicken coop the same size. It would actually suit this series though really well, but it's so cheap in comparison. But the look of the building, you would see why it was so cheap. You could basically argue that it's just a a building being converted into a giant chicken coop. This is actually yielding really, really well. 20%. We're not even done 2 headlands yet. Nice. Like I say, we're putting a lot of effort into this series. I don't know what's going to be our stopping point. I was going to say a million, like a million in the bank all the time. But the problem is with it is I don't know if we should maybe just have, say, 50 episodes, because as much as we haven't got much money, we've got a lot of value in the land. We've got a lot of value in the crop. We've got a lot of value in the buildings. If I sold everything now, I bet you we've got a couple of million nearly. I bet you we've got about 1 million. The land is worth about 500,000. Yeah, it'll definitely all fit in one harvester. Yeah, this was a machine that we bought brand new, and I am kind of glad we bought it brand new now, to be honest. Some of the other machinery is just wearing out so quickly, but we couldn't afford anything else at the time. Out the best day to sell canola. We'll sell that at the highest price. We need to get a grain mill. That's what I would like to do with silage money this year, is buy a grain mill, because once we get a grain mill we can start producing flour. Flour can just be got and sold, do you know what I mean? It's going to be a massive increase over just selling grain, but we have to sell the grain in order to be able to afford the plus we've got to figure out where we're going to put it as well, because as it stands now we don't actually have any spare land to put it anywhere. We might end up having to put it down here, and this little, what do I grow down here? I usually grow canola and sorghum down here in this field. We normally alternate those two. We don't need a lot of sorghum and we don't need a lot of canola, so that's kind of why we do it. So I might even put the production inside this bit of area. Yo, the Claymore Nation, how you doing, pal? There we go. I didn't even feel, I was expecting, at one point I was like, is this gonna fit in one harvester? And then it was like, yeah, it should do. Didn't even fill half of it. That was almost with a maximum yield as well. I could have maybe added 5% onto that. I'm not bothered though. At the end of the day, 3,300 litres. We just wanted to do something with that bit of space. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking we'll put the grain mill down there. Sure. Not unless I use one of the windmill ones I've got. Happy Saturday, folks. I nearly said Sunday. I wish it was Sunday. I get presents on Sunday, guys. The joys of having 3 kids. I get presents. It's Father's Day on Sunday. To be fair, I wouldn't even be bothered if I didn't get anything. I literally, as cheesy and as corny as this will sound, my kids are all I need. They're freaking awesome. Right, that's okay. So that doesn't really work. It's a bit of a tight fit. I have got another way of doing this. We shall go in here we shall pull the pipe back out, and then we shall do it this way, maybe. There we go. I know I should have put it in a trailer, but it'll be re. There we go. So yeah, sunflower. So yeah, we won't do anything with the canola field now. We're not allowed. We can't do anything the day we harvest. Now I do think I did just reseed on the same day I thing, but that was more because I didn't change day early enough. I'm still hoping something comes in the shop. I need a square bale wrapper. Trying to decide what I can sell to fund it. Now this means I'm going after November. We're watching that egg price, guys. 4495, 4452. Now it's not guaranteed to be the same price. It might be a little bit less. It might be more. Who knows? But this is the only downside to this though, guys, is it does mean that our only other option now is to do the harvesting on that field. Like I say, I am going to leave. Tell you what, we're going to up it to 2 times on the time scale. For the sheer fact that I don't have as much to do this month now as I thought, because I don't have a hoe. That's probably going to end up needing doing next month. I did warn you guys, our header for our sunflower was not very big. I did warn you all, it's relatively small. It's going to take a while to harvest this field. Yeah, I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember, there's no straw. There we go. I think in December as well I can sell straw. That's going to give me a massive boost in income as well. So we'll have straw to sell, oat to sell, we've got eggs to sell in November. Lettuce can be sold in January, but if I have to sell the lettuce in December, we will sell it. Like I say, we need to get a wrapper. We need to get a silage wrapper. We had one, like I say, we had a round one. Problem is, we got sick of doing round bales. Round bales are annoying. Having to stop every like 2 minutes to let a bale out. It was more just for like momentum, keeping it going, you know what I mean? And I always forget to stop to let the bale out, and then we end up having to reverse back. And yeah, this way just I can just crack on basically. Square bales. I do believe I'm actually running some of my own crop over. No, maybe not. I wasn't sure actually. First time we've done corn though, guys. We did sunflower last time. This time we've done corn. We'll put some, you know, some. Yeah. I wonder if I'm gonna have a field ready tomorrow to harvest. It'd be nice to put something other than sunflower and corn in this field, you know, just to try and mix them up a little bit, but. We've done corn now, we've done sunflowers. We've done sorghum, oat, wheat, barley, we've done sugar beet. We can't do potatoes because there is not a cheap enough harvester to buy. We can't afford the big ones, so we can't do potatoes yet. What else could we do? think that's pretty much it. We've got chickens on the go. We've got one greenhouse. See, we can only have one chicken coop. We can only have one greenhouse. Obviously, we started with small greenhouses and we started with small chicken coops, and we upgraded. We upgraded when we had the money for it. Right, so one headland was roughly 35%, so we should get a couple of headlands done anyway. That will be handy. Music seems very quiet. I've got music playing. I think it's just this harvest though. It's mega loud. Yeah, this series has come such a long way. Such a long way. Definitely hear the music. Listen. The problem is this harvester. That's the one thing I have with the mods actually. The sound clips for the vehicle. Now I'm not saying that the sounds are wrong or anything like that, but I just find this way too loud for wanting to put music on. Well, the new series that we're going to do over, I do believe it's going to be on Shire Farm, the YouTube one. That's going to be different because I won't be listening to music when I play it, because it's just going to be video edits, and you know, we're going to edit it and have time lapses and stuff. Like you wouldn't be watching me spend an hour harvesting this field. This field would most likely be harvesting like 2 minutes in a time lapse. Going out to play, little man. You got some time lotion on? Get a little bit on, yeah, mate. Don't drown yourself so you look like a ghost, but you don't need any more sunburn, mate. Get some on. And hurry up, mate. Your door's open. What dog getting out? Stay. Lad. Oh, my little man. He's gone out to play. Yeah, we're in the middle of like a bloody heat wave. It's mega warm though, it's just way too warm. I don't like it when it's warm. I'm not a person who likes warm weather. I say my wife's like, let's go to Spain on all day. I'm like, no, thank you. Couldn't think of anything worse. Why would I want to go to somewhere and just be uncomfortably hot to the point where I wouldn't enjoy my holiday? I genuinely wouldn't enjoy it, so what's the point? Same as like, I'd love to go to like Alaska in winter. You know, Canada in like winter, you know, when it's really cold. That's my ideal of perfection. But yes, she wouldn't like that. She can't stand the cold. So I wouldn't make her go, do you know what I mean? I was like, well, what's the point? You wouldn't enjoy it, so. Yeah, I've never been one for warm weather. Never. I just can't stand it. I've always looked at it this way: if you're not warm, if you're cold, you can pretty much make yourself warm. If you're hot, there's not really much you can do about it. You know what I mean? You are stuck. 3 headlands, like I said, 3 headlands, and a little bit more. Perfect. Yeah, we are actually running a little, we are losing a little bit of grain actually. Back wheels are killing it. Because the header's not very wide, that's the problem. That did not help at all. We've just wasted loads doing that. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I want a bigger harvester, you see. We only have the one trailer now on the farm. So we're waiting to buy the attachment for the lorry. Again, we don't have the money to buy the attachment for the lorry, so we just have to use our little trailer for now. A little bit on the front, a good amount on the front for the connection, and then we'll put it just in the middle. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, this is gonna, oh, the fact that that's 7.5 litres. If we had a forage harvester now, can you imagine that? Can you imagine the chaff we'd get from it? Hey little man. Oh bye. Thought you'd already gone. Genuinely thought he'd already gone. Right, press O, drop that down, away we go. Yeah, I couldn't afford a bigger header at the time either. I struggled to buy this £19,000 header. So, like I say, some equipment is still mega small. There is literally nothing we can do about it. Nothing at all. I think it's time to start going up and down these shorter bits because I am running bits over with them rear wheels. I don't want to keep wasting a little bit because this is yielding bloody brilliant. I thought corn was one of the worst ones on the game. I'm getting more out of this than I got out of bloody sunflower. Alright, having that camera, disable camera collision thing. My god, sometimes it's annoying. See what angle I was on my harvester for the turn. One bloody stalk there, I can't. I ain't going back for just one. Although I would be intrigued to just know how many litres you get from one. If we do that as a little experiment. So we've got 1379. Right, hang on, I best don't want to run any over. So how much do you reckon we get for this? Do you reckon it's like 1 litre? It wasn't even 1 litre. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I did, to be honest, expect it to be like 1 litre. You know, it was a bit silly of me presuming that might be 1 metre. 1 litre, sorry. That does look nice though. Nice straight edge going all the way up and down. We can't put another harvester load though into the trailer. It'll only be half a load. That's all we can do at the moment. Like I say, as soon as we get money to buy the adapter for the lorry, we can use the lorry for this stuff. The lorry's got more power. The lorry's quicker. I don't think the lorry's much quicker than my tractor, but it'll make a difference with the amount of running around we have to do, do you know what I mean? We also need to get a fuel tank installed soon, because this harvester, driving this harvester all the way to the fuel station is going to be a ball there. But we're going to need fuel soon, so we won't have a choice. I think the cheapest fuel tank is about £5,000. It doesn't hold loads, but it'll hold enough to just get us going. I could bring in, well, I have got a mod to bring in an actual fuel station, so we could actually bring in a fuel station on the farm, but I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you reckon we should be allowed a fuel station, or do you reckon we have to buy a tanker and fill the tanker? I'm not bothered which way we do it, it's just which way would you guys like to see it? This is taking a long time with this header. I did tell you it was going to take a while with this header. There was nothing we could do with this header. It is a fact of life that it is just so freaking small. I'd love a bigger header. If a bigger one comes in the store, we will most likely buy it, you know, in the discount store. Because if we buy it in the discount store and it doesn't fit this harvester, it doesn't matter. We won't have paid a lot for it, but it doesn't matter because we know we're going to get a bigger harvester. We're just waiting for a good one to come in the store, as long as we've got the money to do it. No, just buy an on-site tank, as filling that will be like buying in bulk, therefore cheaper. Alright, man. I shall buy a tank and we'll have to go to the fuel station and fill it. We are going to have to buy barrels of diesel though to fill it though. Because we won't have it. The tanker to buy and move fuel is bloody expensive. That's why I brought in that barrel mod. You know, I can buy barrels of water, I can buy barrels of diesel, I can buy barrels of, you know, whatever. I didn't bring the mod in because it's like OP or anything like that. I brought it in because it's a fantastic mod and we can move barrels of stuff we need with the flatbed trailer. Literally, that's why we did it. Yeah, this is killing me, is this harvesting today. This is a slow one with this header. Let's just have a look in the store. Any new stuff? It's gone 9 o'clock. Store does tend to change stuff at 9 o'clock in the morning. That's our old one. That's our old one. Nope. 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 Don't get stuck in the mud. Yeah, just buy a tank and fill it. That's fine. Like I say, I'm good with that. I can do that. Let me just go on the store. Pallets, look. So barrels of water, herbicide. That's actually a really good bloody price actually. Barrels of diesel, 1,000. Yeah, so it's probably cheaper to buy it in barrels, actually, mate. I might go up actually in a minute and buy a barrel of diesel, because I know the water ones I couldn't fill the greenhouse, but I might be able to fill tractor. I might be able to fill the harvester off a barrel. I'm not saying I will be able to, but I will put it in a container. But the problem with putting it in a container is I'd have to buy something to transfer it from that. You know what I mean? You can't just fill from the barrels directly into, for example, the greenhouse. I had to put it in a water tank first, which really did suck. I was hoping to just be able to, you know, just fill the greenhouse directly from the barrel. Cars might be different though. I might be able to just fill the cars up directly from the barrel. If I can do that, then I won't even need a tank. We'll just go and get a few, and we can test it when we go up and pick one. So we'll buy 1 barrel of diesel. When we go pick it up in the car, we'll fill the car up. If the car fills up, we'll buy a couple of barrels of diesel, because the tractors are all starting to get a bit low on fuel. So we'll go through a couple of barrels relatively quickly. The harvester alone takes 500 litres and we're down to 176. So that's going to take like more than half a barrel of diesel nearly. And we're not finished harvesting yet. %. Well, there's one thing, we've got at least 2 harvester loads. 7,500 per harvester. So we've got at least 15,000 litres of corn plus whatever's left. I just think 94%. Oh, this is going to fill up on this strip and I'm going to be on the right. I'm going to go round this way. Now the only reason we're going to go around again, I was going to go up, is the auger pipe's going to be on the wrong side when we fill up. So we're going to just go this way. We wouldn't have got very far up there, would we? Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright, give me 2 minutes, guys. I just need to go to the bathroom. do apologise about the delay there, guys. Right, we need to go and empty this so we can empty the rest. Yeah, look, this tractor is getting low on fuel as well. We need to get a repair on this tractor as well because it is it's going to be outputting a lot less horsepower than it should be. We have repaired this several times, and like I said, because we bought all the vehicles like used, we are starting to feel the pain now of them constantly being broke. They're wearing out at the moment. It's just so quick. I don't even know how much it's going to be to repair this. Let's have a little look since we're going to pass the repair shop. Let's just have a little look. How much is it going to be to repair? Wow. It would literally leave us with no money. Come on, Kong. Let's get you in. When does corn sell? June. Oh, we're going to be keeping corn for about 6 months. Wow. We're going to be keeping hold of that for quite a while. Get some on the weight for the there we go, a little bit of weight. Don't want it all on the back. This out of the way completely, and now we have to run to our harvester because, like I say, we can't tab into it. I think it's a fantastic mod where you can just be like, nope, disable tabbing for certain vehicles. I love it. I think it's a fantastic mod. Looking good. No, I don't think we're going to get all that in this one. We might. We won't need to do another trailer run anyway, put it that way. There'll definitely be enough space between the trailer and the harvester, because we can use the storage in the harvester to transport it back to the farm. God, I'm just constantly drinking. It's so warm. I'm literally sat here just sweating. Yeah, went to the bathroom, I got myself a drink when I came back. It was like, oh my god. Walked up the stairs and it was just like sweating. It's like, oh my god. There was no need for it whatsoever. It was just so freaking warm today. Yesterday was the same. It's just, I have to cut the garden as well today. I literally have to cut it. I know you're not supposed to cut grass in the middle of like heat waves and shit, but the problem I've got is, like I was explaining to you guys earlier, it grows so freaking quickly. If I don't cut it this weekend, I won't be able to cut it until next weekend, and by then it'll be like ankle length. The week after that it'll be like halfway up your shin. Within a month it'll be up to your knees, literally. Go sit down, dog. It's too warm to have you just lingering around me today, dog. You need to just go sit on your cool mat. It's cooler. So glad to get this field done today. Right, we've got to keep an eye on the egg price, don't forget guys, because we are jumping 4491 4491 4446. We don't want to miss that high price. I know it's not really worthless now, but for all we know it could hit 5 grand, do you know what I mean? I'm not saying it will do. Eggs are slightly OP on this game, to be honest. It's one of the reasons why I brought the chicken coop in early, just to help us finance things. Like if I do another survival series on, say, No Man's Land later on in the year, or Wild West map that I do like, I won't bring in chickens next time, I bring in sheep. Suppose we might get all this in there. Kind of seeing how far we've come. And after this one, each row is going to get smaller and smaller and smaller anyway. Yeah, we'll get all that in this. This was a hell of a job to do with such a small header. Like I say, hopefully at some point soon we can get a bigger header. I'm praying for a bigger header. Absolutely praying for a bigger header. We need a header. We need a hoe. We need so much stuff. We need so much stuff. It's unreal. And you wouldn't think to look at our farm and be like, you know, oh, he's got all this land, he's got all this equipment, and yet we've still got jobs we can't do. It's costing us now. It really is. It's costing us. It should definitely fit in here, and then I should be able to put it in that trailer in theory. It'd be nice to get it in the trailer. I don't really want to keep running and emptying, you know, like directly from the combine. It's not like a realistic thing like people would do. I know a farmer around near me who does actually do that, but he hasn't. The field that he does it with is like right next to his silo, so I don't blame him for that one. He tries to he's got like a little conveyor belt that goes into the field, and he can basically just empty this harvester directly into his silo. It's quite a big field as well, so it's worth doing for him. Yeah, the only thing that splits his silo from the field is a hedge, like, so you put like this archway in the hedge, and he does like a little, like one of the conveyor belts like in this game, and he just drops it in and watches it fill the silo. I have to see if I can go and speak to him actually, get some pictures. Got some really cool vintage machinery on his farm as well, like it doesn't work, it's proper old and vintage and knackered, but like he says, you know, it's there just to look at now. Actually, I don't even know why I'm facing that downhill. I might as well face that uphill here. Leave that there. And I'll bring that to it. It should fit it all in there, to be fair. And this holds about 11,000, I think. Jesus, it is so warm today. I'm literally melting. I'm melting. %. I did tell you it would all fit. I did tell you. Come on. Come on, you little bugger. I won't mind, but let's be fair, that's not even a steep hill. do love this little Roland trailer though. I see not Roland by brand, but I see the trailers that look exactly like this one all the time where I live. I think it looks fantastic. Apart from the colour. But, you know, if I was a farmer, you can paint them whatever bloody colour you want, can't you? Let's be honest. Right, here's the only downside to not being able to tab to your vehicle. I've got to run to it, and it's in a field still. I think maybe next time we'll move the harvester home first. Then we'll go and get the tractor. I don't like that header on this. I don't think it even sits in the right place. I really don't like it. But it's the only one that we can afford, so, and it was the only harvester we could afford as well. But I do believe technically for this month we are done. We are gonna need a sprayer though at some point, and I mean like a decent sized sprayer. What have we got? 34,500. I know there are some mods out there. Released by Giants themselves. 26 grand. Great. I don't even know how to pronounce that company. Caverniland, whatever it's pronounced. Yeah, they've got a 26 grand. So yeah, maybe we'll look at bringing in that mod. It makes sense to me, to be honest, to possibly do that. But yeah, £34,000 is expensive. Like I say, and the mod I've got puts everything in order, so yeah. It's not a case of just trying to bring in cheaper stuff. I'm trying to bring in as many good quality mods as I can. Because the thing is with the game is, of course we're going to do loads of different series on different maps. I don't, you know what I mean? Since this is more of a survival-y series, I want to use the survival-y, you know, I want to use the cheaper stuff on this one. So that we can use the more expensive stuff on the other stuff, do you know what I mean? On the other maps and things like that. But that's all it's for, really. 240. Ooh, 152 grand. How come I don't have that installed? 196. How come I don't have that installed? Sounds a bit silly me not having that installed. Alright, so we are looking for mods that are unticked so we can add them to this series. There is one. I say we've got a lot of mods for this series. And really do like the mods that we are using. Let's just hope it hasn't ruined my config for my controls. Keybinds. Keybinds is the word I was looking for then. It does like to wipe my keybinds. Right, I do apologise guys, we are going to have to just save the game and we are going to have to just fully quit out of the game. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do, and it has lost my input bindings. If we just go copy, paste, replace destination. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing it, but they really need to fix that. It's really frustrating. Every time you install a new mod, it basically loses all of your keybinds. That is it's frustrating as hell to constantly have it done, do you know what I mean? Right, it's just going to take a minute to let's have a look in here. Let's have a look in crop protection. 152 grand. Like I said, I'm not trying to bring in just cheap mods so that it's easier to do. Like I said, but if I do the cheap mods on this series, then the next series we can use the, you know, the more expensive stuff. I just don't see the point in buying the cheap stuff in a gameplay that's, you know, going to be making money a lot easier. Right, we need to keep an eye on these eggs and see if anything else is sellable in November. December for barley, December for oat, December for wheat, November for canola, June, December. Right, so we can get rid of canola today then, so we will go do canola. Quite concerned with this tractor actually. Oh, where am I going? I need the trailer. I need the trailer. So yeah, we'll go and get the 3,000 litres of canola. I remember we've got a little bit of tree there as well to get rid of. Yeah, we won't get loads for this, but like I say, we will. Wow, over 2,000. So we should be pulling in about over £6,000 to £7,000 for this. That's not too bad actually. It might be enough money on the canola to actually get this tractor repaired. I do think when you let your tractor get really bad like this, I do actually think it gives you less horsepower, reduces the power output. Bear in mind, you know, this is meant to be our best tractor we've got. Although I drove up here quite well. This is probably the only thing I don't like about this map, is just everything sells at the same couple of places. 7,500. I thought 6 to 7. Wow, £7,500. That is fantastic. £13,000 in the bank. That is fantastic. I want to go back to the farm though, guys, and I want to do some maths with something, because I kind of want to buy a sugar beet cutter, and I don't mean the bucket, by the way. I want to buy a cutting production for it, and I've got one for about £20,000. Again, it's another mod from ModHub. Don't really know how it works, so would be interesting to buy it and deal with it, because like I said, I don't know how it works, so it would be nice to see, to be honest. But I want to see if the amount of litres of sugar beet I've got now and the price difference between cut sugar beet and non-cut sugar beet, basically I want to see how long it's going to basically take to pay for itself, because I know cut sugar beet is actually better for us when it comes to productions, so we're going to end up buying it anyway, but we have to think of cost as it stands now. As it stands now, we have got 48,000. So let me just get the calculator out. So 48.2, because that's how many thousands of litres. Oh, 48.4. 48.4 times by, what's the sugar beet price at the moment? Well, let's go for the best price. 489 times 489. That would be 23,667. All right. So 23,667. I need to make a note of that. I will forget otherwise. So 23,667. Yeah. So that's what we'd get as it stands now. If we were to cut it and have 48.4 by, and then times that by, what was that, 696 equals 33, so 33,686. We would basically make roughly £10,000 more by cutting the sugar beet, just for what we have in storage now. So I think it is time to get something else once the eggs are sold. We need to get this bought. Where is it? This bought, look. The CR600. I do think we need to get this bought. Let's go for dark grey, conveyor belt. Actually, I quite like the conveyor belt in blue. The design colour, I was just curious what that was. $450 kilowatts. I don't even know how this machine works, actually. It's either that or we buy the bucket. Yeah, the CR600. CR600. I'm kind of just having a look at it on ModHub again. You know, the description of it, because I completely forgot what it was. The only downside is I now can't find it on bloody ModHub. There it is. This electric jaw crusher is ideal to process small to medium rocks, so it does lime as well. Obtained, it can be used for agriculture due to the adjustment. So 1-to-1 ratio. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Yep. So we put it on a flatbed trailer. Yep. Okay. I do think we get that, and we get that sooner rather than later. That is something we definitely want to get. But we do need to make 20 £20,000. We are currently just waiting for the egg price to rise. 4486. That's coming down. Alright, let's just... we've got nothing else to do in November. That's the problem. 4437. Is that coming down? That price is coming down. That price is coming down. We're actually losing money on the eggs, guys. We're actually losing money on the eggs. Like I say, just because that was the highest price last year doesn't mean it's the highest price this year. Let's go and get the eggs sold. I don't know if it'll be enough for us to buy that machine. If it is, we didn't bring the trailer. That'll be the only problem. I am starting to think it's maybe time to get rid of this car. I got it so I could run up here quicker with things, but the problem is I can't drive full speed anyway because I always crash. Wow. Wow, I did not expect 8 grand from that. I was expecting about 7. So to get 9 grand, just short of £9,000 for that, that was really, really good. Yeah, I don't like how the in-game cars handle. Does anybody have or recommend a car mod on ModHub where the car is actually, it handles nicely? Do you know something? This reminds me, handling wise, of GTA. Honestly, GTA, it reminds me of GTA style handling. See what I mean? GTA style handling. That's exactly what it reminds me of. We do need to just go and do this. Go buy the cutter. We'll get the cutting done today. We've got a lot to do in December, guys. A lot to do in December. So now's the time to look at getting that cut. That sugar beet cut. It also does lime as well, so we can do stone into lime. So we can maybe turn stone back on. The free lime. We can always maybe start collecting the stone. It does mean that our seeder and cultivator in one is going to be of no use. We'll have to cultivate separately to get the stone. I'm not buying this for the lime though right now. I'm buying this for the sugar beet. Miscellaneous. I don't know how big this is. It's meant to be quite big apparently. Whoa, 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 what the hell? I don't have any other... Wow. Aha, it has a transport position. I wanted to just have a look. That's cool. I like that. But yeah, we'll get this sugar beet cut and we'll basically go from there really. I like the fact that it's portable. And next time we do the sugar beet harvester, we might be able to cut it before it goes in the silo. Like I say, if we don't like this, we'll sell it. Do you know what I mean? The cutter, the cutter bucket would have technically been cheaper, but like I say, I weren't really a fan of it, so I don't know if this like drives around like. Open cover. Start engine. What? I also I've screwed up here. Do I also need? So how do I? Do I need a conveyor belt as well? Crap. Okay, so I may need a conveyor belt as well. Interesting. No, I didn't buy it with the belt system. You bloody... That's what it is. I didn't buy the attachment, guys. Give me 1 minute. I've got to cut this 1000 like this. I didn't buy it with the belt on. That's the problem. I didn't buy it with the belt. This is a test run. See what it's like. Like I say, we might go and just buy the bucket, but I don't really want to buy the bucket version, to be honest. I wouldn't mind, but I was looking at this in the bloody shop and all. Why did I not buy it with a belt? Box creation and belt. No, I just want the belt. I'm glad it's free. I did wonder why there wasn't a belt with it, but yeah, it's alright. I did belt and box and I was like, no, I don't want belt and box. I'm just curious if what it's like at the end of the day. And then I can just basically, look, I can just keep topping that up. That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, we could do it just like this. I know it's like a weird way of doing it, but we've got 48,000 litres to do, guys. And it's sellable. It's sellable soon. So, and we need the wrapper. It's going to be no quicker or slower than doing it with the bucket. At least this way we can fill it up quicker. Yeah, it's not the quickest thing in the world, is it? It's really not. It's not the quickest thing in the world. But this will earn us 10 grand more, so we won't really make any. We're still going to be in a 10 grand hole, in theory, from buying this machine. What was it, the amount? We're going to get 33,000. So technically, $20 grand. So in theory, we'll make 11 grand on this sugar beet instead of 33. But the machine would be paid for and we'd make 11 grand rather than making 23 grand profit. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. Cutting sugar beet always takes a while. It always has done on this game. It's maybe one of the reasons why I don't like cutting sugar beet on this game. There's no faster way to do it. But at least with this we can get it done. It's electric as well, guys, so we will need to buy an electric car charger. I don't like that animation how it goes through the belt. I will admit I don't like that. See, what's the bucket? The bucket could do 2,300 litres at once, but we'd have to cut it and then move it. At least with this we can just fill up and it'll empty in the correct space. It would have been nice to have had a grate there, to be honest. It's a nice way of doing it. It's just gonna take forever. This should be maybe something I do off stream, you know. But the problem is I've got nothing really else to do in November. And I need to get this done in November because December is going to be a massively busy month. We have got to plant. We have got to seed. We have got just loads to do. Plant, seed, possibly harvest. We're going to have to do a greenhouse water run. We're going to have to sell the grain that we can sell in December. We need to buy a wrapper. I say we need to cut the grass. We need to bale it. We need to wrap that once we bought the wrapper. December is going to be a massively busy month. Simple as. Disappointed with the price of eggs though, I must admit. The eggs really let me down on that price, 4426, so yeah, it's dropping like crazy. Cut sugar beet last year was 696. Yeah, maybe a bigger storage capacity on this would have been nice. Just out of curiosity, do you know what I mean? It just would have been nice. I suppose the easiest way to do this would have been with a belt system. Use a belt system to feed it. It would have been as quick to fill up as it would have been. So put like a pile on the floor and then belt system it up. I think that would have been the quickest way to do this automatically. Would be a way to have it, or yeah. Because the belts all seem to work about the same speed. So a belt filling it would have been the same speed as the belt emptying. So yeah, it should in theory have been better to do that. We might do that next time. I do want to get a building to store root crop. I don't want to... Root crops shouldn't really be stored in a silo. The only reason I've got it in a silo is because otherwise I'd have a massive pile on the floor. And look what happened with the pile of stone that I had on the floor. I had like 20,000 litres of stone just sat on the floor. And I accidentally painted over them. Actually, no, I placed this silo and it buried them. It got rid of all my big pile of stone that was here. And I was gutted because I lost all my stones. Like I say, we can soon put an electric charger in. Probably put an electric charger in here, to be honest. Underneath that canopy. How much is an electric charger? £5,000. Wow, that's expensive. 13,000 done. Yeah, look at this. December. So December, June, December. That's January for cut. Oh, I like that. Sugar beet sells best in January. Oh no, it's alright. I thought I said December a minute ago. Corn, January. December. Could argue January's better for barley though. Ever so slightly. December to January, best price. Whatever price reaches 11.79 is the price for that we're then going to sell it, I think. That would be the way to do it, so... Yeah, it's going to take a while. 696 though is a fantastic price. You never know, it might even hit 700 this month, this year though. That's the thing, it might hit 700. Yeah, it's such a time-consuming job is cutting sugar beet, isn't it? Only 30,000 litres to go, guys. Only 30,000 litres to go. It's a very long process, is this. I wouldn't blame anyone on YouTube for skipping this section. Wouldn't blame anyone for doing that. Only 28,000 litres to go. Wow, we're nearly halfway through it. It's taking such a long time to do this. Come on, little cutter. I kind of wish it was quicker. Could you imagine if it was cutting the same speed as it filled up? Or you could just press R and just constantly leave it. That would be nice. $28, $22,900, $22,900, $23,000. Ugh. Come on, how many million, thousands of litres have we got left to do? This is one of them jobs that is just so time consuming. But we're going to have to do it. This will be a job that I hopefully can get some assistance with from a community member at some point. Do you know what I mean? I'll be like, look, you know, we need the sugar beet cutting. You know what I mean? It may be something I do off stream. It'll be one of them two that we do. Painting yard. Right, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we'll do it as concrete. That's where it's gonna live. I was gonna do concrete, but the gravel seems to be a better option, to be honest. Let's just get some bits of gravel. I don't mind like bits of green in it, but not that much. There you go. That looks bad. That's where we'll keep this machine. I know that's where I was keeping the trailer. The thing is, I want to get a new shed. I might end up getting something like that. Problem is, look at that. That's not gonna go in there. Although I could bring that down there and move that trailer. Yeah, that might be something we do. I would like to get another one of them sheds. I know they're not gonna like line up or anything, but I never once said that they would line up, to be fair. We've done 30,000, we've got 17,000 to go. It's a very long process, is this. Trying to get to about 25%-ish. 20-25% before we refill. Yeah, this is taking way too long. I'm trying to decide if this is actually worth bloody doing. It's 10,000 per load. I suppose we bought the machine now. If we keep the machine, even if we don't use it, if we maybe wait till we get the sugar mill. Maybe what we need to do, maybe we need to wait to get to the sugar mill. I've got an app, do you know something? I've got something in Discord that tells us all about Farm Sim Productions actually, and it's a really, really useful image. Sugar beet, 2 goes in, 1 comes out. Estimated end value 205. Sugar beet cut, 5 in, 3 out. Wow, actually, cutting sugar beet is the worst thing you can do. According to this, the average price is sugar beet cut is 2 in, 1 out. So you end up getting sugar at a 205% profit. Sugar beet cut is 5 in, 3 out, gives you 174% end value. Cutting the sugar beet is actually bad for business. According to this. According to this, cutting sugar beet is bad for business. It's like milk. The best thing to do with milk is cheese. 171% end value. If you do milk to butter, it's 111. You're losing 60% of extra profit, basically. And then milk into chocolate is 167. So that's not too bad, to be fair. But you would also need sugar as well for chocolate. So you'd actually end up losing value as well. Yeah, I am not going to cut sugar beet again. Sorry guys, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. I'm gonna lose 31, 25. Yeah, I'm going to lose 31% profit overall. Price per litre. So if you're selling sugar beet, if you're selling cut sugar beet, it's worth more right now. As soon as we get a sugar mill, that's it. It's not going to get cut. It's not worth it. The problem is we're getting an extra £10,000 for cutting the sugar beet. We've been doing this now for about 20 minutes. Is this worth 10 grand? I might just go sell this machine. We bought it, we tried it, we didn't like it. Yeah, I know it's worth 10 grand more, but I'm just sat here pressing R over and over again. It's literally, I can't do anything else. It's not... I could get it automated, but it would take a lot to do. Yeah, we'll sell this machine, guys. We tried it. We've done it on stream. You can't say we didn't give it a go. We've given it a go. It makes sense to do it in theory. Like I say, if any, you know, if Farmer William was there and was like, oh, I'll come and do it for you, Matt. It's worth doing. You know what I mean? If someone was to join and cut my sugar beet, yeah, it's worth doing. Just wait till he gets to like 10% and then just press R to refill it. But for me as the actual like content creator, this is boring. I've got 7,000 more litres to go. I don't think we'll do it. Yeah, we won't do it again. We'll just take the £10,000 hit and we'll get this machine back. Hopefully we can use the money towards our wrapper. I've just refilled it up at a lower level just so I can... Where am I looking? Miscellaneous. We're going to get about 15-16 grand back for it. So we have lost a few grand, but you can't say we didn't try. We're going to make an extra 10 grand cutting it this time anyway, so... We have technically made something. This extra 10-15 minutes of actually cutting this sugar beeters earned us about 5 grand extra in profit once we sell the machine. Couple more times. Oh, yeah, and I don't like that animation where it goes through the belt. It's like, come on. It doesn't show that animation of going through the belt on the mod hub, do you know what I mean? $3,500 to go, guys. 3,500 litres to go. Yeah, we won't do it again. We'll sell the machine. But like I've said, you can't say we didn't try it. It'd be good on a multiplayer server. You could have a guy with a trailer there. You could have a guy in this machine ready just doing this. Like I say, you could make it an automated system. You just couldn't go from a silo like what we're doing. You would have to go from like the ground with conveyor belts. If you did it that way, it would be automatic. One conveyor belt speed would fill it. Then as it empties, the conveyor belt would refill it at the same speed it's getting emptied. Alright, that is all the sugar beet, so this is all of it now. We will go and get the trailer. It was worth doing. It was an experiment that's cost us £5,000. In a survival series, that's maybe not the best time to have done that, but we've done it, so we can't do any more now. Transport in position, yeah. Like I say, if you're just selling cut sugar beet, it's definitely worth owning one and setting an automatic system up, definitely. Once you get the sugar mill, it's not worth it. I don't think that is worth 20 minutes of gameplay and stream time every harvest. You know what I mean? That adds an extra like 20 minutes onto the harvest when you think about it. The only difference is we would be able to the hell? We'd be able to cut it as we put it into the silo. That would be the only difference. But even then I'd struggle because it's a 1,000 litre capacity and my bucket is 3,000. That for 1,000 litres looks like a relatively big hole per 1,000 litres. Considering my bucket's 3,000 and it's a default bucket. Yeah, we've done it. We didn't like that. So we'll do that, we'll repair it, we'll repaint it. 17,500. We lost £2,500 on that. Not quite £2,500. So it wasn't such a loss in the end. I tell you what I do want to get just while I'm here though, guys. We do need to get some diesel for the farm. Diesel barrel. Don't know. I don't know how it's gonna if we can just fill it up directly. I'm gonna buy one and find out, I suppose. Oh. I don't like the default cars. I think the handle's really crap, to be honest. I would love to not need one, do you know what I mean? I think that needs moving. I'm not in a position to need that at the moment. We bought it at the moment for when we get the bigger fields. We bought it because it was cheap in the store. It was a cheapo buy. I just feel like I want to put this here for now. I don't even know if we can just fill directly from this. I just feel like that there is just a good way of doing it. And we're going to do this and we're just going to see we can actually fill directly from the barrels. So that's perfect. That is exactly what I was looking for. Just filling from the barrels. Right, so I think, right, we've got £18,000 in the bank. We are in a position now to buy this. Yeah, there isn't a yellow one. I kind of want to buy that for moving stuff. 7,500. We've got a lot to move tomorrow, you see. What does our current trailer move? Our current trailer moves 11,000 litres. So what have we got that's less than 11,000 litres to move tomorrow? Bear with me, I'm on the wrong page. Nope, nope. Nope, even the oats more. So everything, yeah, so we do need to buy that. It's as simple as that. We might sleep though, guys, and we might make it December. Reason being, don't think we're going to be streaming much longer today. I'm going to save it just in case we decide to go back to November. Yeah, stream's quiet, no one's talking. I've done my day's worth of work. I've got loads to do in December, so it's more than like an hour, so put it that way. Property maintenance, yeah, that's racking up a bill now, innit? Right, wheat sells in December, 12.50. Wow, wheat is a fantastic price. 11.72, nearly. Oh, 19.66, nearly. So wheat is already a better price. 13.12. Oh, that doesn't sell till June. Wow, December is a fantastic price for wheat. Like I say, I'm probably gonna call it though, guys, because I've got nothing else. I've got too much to do in December. That's the problem. I just kind of wanted to change the month, see what was about. Wow. Wow. We may have to look at maybe trying to get our hands on that. It's kind of a little bit out of our price range, really, but 8 to 15 meter Miniospedia, we haven't got that. That was ours. I'd love that, but our machine couldn't handle it. We may look at trying to get our hands on that, because once you buy a header, we can do chaff. Like I say, we can only sell grass silage once a year. So yeah, I'm gonna call it, guys. No one's talking. I kind of don't want to do another day's worth of work on this stream. But until next time, guys, I'll see you all later on. Thank you for watching.